Hello students, today we are going to solve problem set 4A of 10th standard maths part first algebra, in that chapter number 4 financial planning. Question number 9. Anna Patil, Thane, Maharashtra supplied vacuum cleaner to a shopkeeper in Vasai, Mumbai for the taxable value of rupees 14,000 and GST rate of rupees 28%. 28%. Shopkeeper sold it to the customer at the same GST rate for rupees 16,800. This is taxable value. Find the following. First one is amount of CGST and SGST shown in the tax invoice issued by Anna Patil. Second one is amount of CGST and SGST charged by the shopkeeper in Vasai. Third one is what is the CGST and SGST payable by shopkeeper in Vasai at the time of filing the return. Okay. See here, Anna Patil, who is in Thane, Maharashtra, supplied vacuum cleaner to a shopkeeper, and its taxable value is 14,000 at the rate of 28% GST. Okay, so all transaction, see, all this transaction is done in Maharashtra, no, Thane and Vasai. And see, taxable value of vacuum cleaner sold by Anna Patil to shopkeeper, that is rupees 14,000, means Anna Patil sold means he collected tax, means that is output tax, no? And for a shopkeeper, he purchased from Anna Patil, means that is ITC, that is input tax for him, no? Input tax. Therefore, for solution part is, see, first let's write the all the transaction is done in Maharashtra. Okay, all the transactions are done in Maharashtra. Okay, now for Anna Patil, for Anna Patil, the taxable value taxable value of vacuum cleaner, taxable value of vacuum cleaner is taxable value of vacuum cleaner which is sold to a shopkeeper. Okay, taxable value of vacuum cleaner is rupees 14,000 and rate of GST is 28%. Therefore, GST is 28% of 14,000. That is 28 out of 100 for 14,000. 20 So this is 140 multiplied by 28. So 140 multiplied by 28. 8 4 is 32, 3, 8 1 is 8, 8 to 10, 11. Then 2 zeros are 0, 2 4 is 8, 2 1 is 2, 0 2 9 3. Therefore, rupees 3,920. This is GST, means Anna Patil, he collected rupees 3,920. This is output tax, means he sold to shopkeeper. Now, see, question is amount of CGST and SGST shown in the tax invoice issued by the Anna Patil. That we have to find out now. Therefore, CGST shown in the CGST, that is shown in the tax invoice issued by Anna Patil, tax invoice of Anna Patil. That is, how to find out? This is GST divided by 2, that gives CGST, no? That is, we'll write here GST divided by 2. If you don't know, that is 3,920 divided by 2, that is 2 1s are 2, 2 9s are 18, 2 6s are then 0. This is 1,960. This is CGST, and we also know that CGST equal to SGST. Therefore, CGST equal to SGST, that is rupees 1960 is shown in the tax invoice of Anna Patil. That is, we'll write here CGST equal to SGST, that is rupees 1960 is shown in the tax invoice of Anna Patil. So this is the answer. Now we have to find out for shopkeeper. See, now we have to find out for shopkeeper. Right here for shopkeeper. So we will write, see, Anna Patil, for Anna Patil in Thane will write in Thane, okay, for Anna Patil in Thane. This is for shopkeeper in Vasai. Vasai. See, in this Anna Patil sold to shopkeeper, no? This amount, see this amount for Anna Patil is output tax, no? But for shopkeeper, this amount means when he sold and a shopkeeper paid tax, no? Means for shopkeeper this amount is input tax. Therefore, input tax for shopkeeper is, this is rupees 3920. Therefore, input tax for shopkeeper, that is ITC, is rupees 3920. See, this shopkeeper, he paid tax 3920 to Anna Patil to buy this vacuum cleaner, no? Then he sold, see, same GST rate, then he sold it to the customer, okay, he sold it to the customer of same GST rate of 16,800 taxable value. Therefore, shopkeeper taxable value is 16,800, no? Taxable value of vacuum cleaner is 16,800 and GST rate is same, 28%. So we have to find out so taxable value of vacuum cleaner. Taxable value of vacuum cleaner which is sold to customer is rupees 16,800. Rate of GST same is 28%. Therefore, GST is 28% of 16,800. Therefore, 28 divided by 100 for 16,800. 20 gone. That is 168 multiplied by 28. That is 168 multiplied by 28. See, 8 is 64, 6, 8, 48, 48 plus 6, 54, 5 carry, 8 ones are 8, 8 4, 12, 13. Okay, this is 4. Then 8 twos are 16, 2 8s are 16, 1 carry, 4, 10, 7, 4. See, this is rupees 4,000, right? See, this is GST, okay? 4,000, 704. Now, see, question is amount of CGST and SGST charged by the shopkeeper in Vasai. Therefore, CGST charged by shopkeeper. Therefore, CGST charge by shopkeeper is 4704 divided by 2. That is 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 5s are 2 2s are. See, this is 2352. So let's write CGST equal to SGST, no? That is rupees 2352 is charged by the shopkeeper. Okay. See here. See this shopkeeper. Third question is, what is the CGST and SGST payable by shopkeeper in Vasai at the time of filing the return? See here, for shopkeeper, then shopkeeper sold vacuum cleaner to a customer. No, he sold vacuum cleaner to customer. Means he collected tax. This tax he collected. He sold to a customer and he collected this tax. This is output tax. This is output tax. Now we have to find out third one. What is the CGST? For GST, that is CGST we have to find out. This is for, okay. Now, GST. GST to be paid. GST to be paid by shopkeeper GST to be paid by shopkeeper in Vasai. Vasai. Okay. How to find out? That is output tax minus ITC. The ITC, input tax credit. Output tax here. See, this is output tax. That is rupees 4704 minus ITC. See here, ITC rupees 3920. 4704 3920. Okay, so 4 8 here 6 remains, means no 6, then 16. Okay, you have to bring from here 16. 10 9 1 6 7 rupees 784. Now see, this is GST. Question is what is the CGST and SGST payable by shopkeeper? Therefore CGST we'll write here CGST CGST payable by the shopkeeper in Vasai. How to find out? GST, that is, see this GST divided by 2, that is 784 divided by 2, that is 2 3s are 2 9s are 2 2s are 392 rupees. Therefore CGST equal to SGST, that is rupees 392, right? No, 2 3s are 6, 2 9s are 18, 2 2s are, okay. CGST is equal to 392 is rupees 392. 392 is paid, to be paid. 92 to be paid by the shopkeeper, by the customer. What is the question? The shopkeeper. Yes, paid by the shopkeeper. Shopkeeper in Vasai. Okay. All 3 questions. Okay, now last question in this problem set is 10th one. Okay. Question number 10. See, here is a question number 10. For the given trading chain, prepare the tax invoice first, second, third GST at the rate of 12% was charged for the article supplied. Here, wholesaler taxable value is rupees 5,000. For distributor, taxable value is rupees 6,000. Retailer, taxable value is rupees 6,500. Then consumer. So first one we have to find out, prepare the statement of GST payable under each head by the wholesaler, distributor and retailer at the time of filing the return to the government. Second one is, at the end, what amount is paid by the customer. Third one is, write which of the invoice issued by B2B, business to business, and business to customer. Consumer, not customer, consumer. So this is a trading chain. No, article is supplied, means article is supplied by wholesaler to distributor, then distributor sold to retailer, then to consumer. So we have to find out, see, while selling the article, see, this is article supplied. So while selling the article by wholesaler, he collected tax. No, he collected tax. When he sold to distributor, he collected tax. That means output tax. No, output tax collected by wholesaler, that is at the rate of 12% of 5,000. Okay. Then we have to find out. Then see, he from him he collected output tax. Then he sold to retailer and distributor collected output tax from retailer. No, that we have to find out for at the rate of 12% of 6,000. Okay. So in this way we have to find out. See, first GST collected by wholesaler. Okay. Collected by wholesaler at the time of sale. That is output tax. No, he collected. That is output tax. Output tax. That is output tax is 12%. This thing, 12% of 5,000. That is 12 out of 100. 12% out of 100 for 5,000. 220. This is 50 multiplied by 12. 12 zeros are 0. 12 fives are 70. No, see, 12. 2 zeros are 0. 5 twos are 10. No, 2 zeros are 0. 2 fives are 10. Then 50. 0, 0. This 60. Rupees 600. So therefore GST payable by wholesaler is rupees 600. Just underline it. Now we have to find out GST collected by distributor at the time of sale. Okay, wholesaler to distributor, distributor to retailer. Now we have to find out GST collected by distributor at the time of sale. That is also output. That is output tax. That is 12% of 6,000. 12% of 6,000. That is 12 divided by 100 multiplied by 6,000. So this is 12 multiplied by 6. 720 rupees. Therefore, GST payable by distributor. See, distributor is rupees 720. Underline it. See, actually GST payable by distributors, it is not 720. See how to find out GST payable. GST payable we have to find out by output tax minus ITC. No, we have to find out. This is a GST payable. That is output tax minus ITC. In this, see, GST output tax for the distributor is 720. Then what is ITC? ITC is, see here in this, see, when wholesaler sold article to a distributor, he collected output tax, that is rupees 600, and for distributor that is ITC. No, he paid tax and he collected from him, means he paid, means 600 is ITC for this thing, in input tax for distributor. No, then he sold to a retailer, then he collected, that is 720 is output tax, this is output tax, but see, for this 600 is ITC. He paid to a wholesaler rupees 600 and then he purchased. No, so therefore 600 is the ITC. Therefore GST payable by distributor is output tax, that is 720 minus 600. Okay, therefore GST payable by the distributor, payable by the distributor is, that is output tax minus ITC. Output tax is 720 minus ITC 600, that is 720 minus 600 is rupees 120. 120 is GST payable. Rupees 120 is GST payable by distributor. Now we have to find out GST collected by retailer at the time of sale. That article from distributor he collected and then he sold to a consumer. No, but at the time of sale the GST collected by retailer. Therefore GST collected by retailer, GST collected by retailer at the time of sale is, that is output tax. No, output tax, that is at the rate of 12% of, here 6,500, 12% of 6,500, 12 out of 100 for 6,500. We have to find out this 0, this 2 0, that is 65 multiplied by 12, 65 multiplied by 12, 6, 12 5 is a 60, no, 6, 12 6 is a 72 plus 6, 78 rupees. GST collected by retailer, that is GST collected by retailer. Now GST payable by the retailer, that is output tax minus ITC. Therefore GST payable by retailer, that is output tax minus ITC, that is output tax is here collected by retailer is rupees 780, rupees 780 minus ITC 780 minus ITC. ITC is, see here, GST collected by distributor, that is output tax. See, for distributor 720 is output tax, he collected from him is output tax, but for retailer 720 is input tax. He paid, no, he paid, therefore 720 is input tax. Okay, 720 is input tax, 720, that is rupees 60. See, here is a column. This column shows the first column persons, then GST payable, CGST payable, SGST payable. See, for wholesaler, then distributor, retailer. Okay, then total tax. For wholesaler, GST payable is, see, for wholesaler GST payable is 600. See, rupees 600. This is rupees 600. What is the CGST? divided by 2, that is rupees 300, no? And SGST also rupees 300. For distributor, GST payable by distributor is rupees 120. Rupees 120. CGST is 60, no? Rupees 60. And SGST 60. For retailer, GST payable by retailer is rupees 60. Rupees 60. What is CGST then? Rupees 30. No, divided by 2. 30. So now we have to find out total tax. Here it is 0, 8, 7. This is total GST payable. Total. Now here CGST 0, 9 and 3 rupees. And this is also 0 and 9 and 3. 3. If you add these two, become this 780. No, see 390, 390, 780. No. Now this question is, at the end, what amount is paid by the customer? What amount is paid by the customer? For second one, price, okay, price at which article is sold to customer is taxable value plus GST. What is taxable value of this thing? At the end means wholesaler, retailer. Taxable value is 6,500 plus GST, total GST. Where it is? Yeah, GST, total GST 780. $6,500 and 780. 0, 8, 7, 3, 10, 12. So this is rupees 7280, 7,820. Now third question is, write which of the invoices issued are B2B, business to business, and business to customer. Okay, so here tax invoice between wholesaler and distributor is B2B type, and tax invoice between distributor to retailer is B2B. Again, a tax invoice between retailer and consumer is B2C. Okay, B2C type. For third question, tax invoice, we'll write here. Okay, tax invoice between wholesaler and distributor is B2B type. Then tax invoice between distributor and retailer. Okay, between distributor and retailer is also B2B type, and tax invoice between retailer and customer is B2C type. Okay, this is the answer for this. So this is the answer for question 10. See, okay, then this. So in this way, problem set 4A has got over. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe my channel if you're watching my video for the first time. Also like and share with your friends and classmates, and also those who need it. Okay, so okay then, bye.